Hello everyone, today we have got something different but really fun, and it's perfect as we enter a new year because 2022 has honestly been a whirlwind and I really want to go into 2023, can't remember the year, starting strong. And so today we're going to be doing a goal setting workshop together. This is my methodology that I have used, and to be honest, in 2022, I did not do it, and I think that's part of the reason why my 2022 was so all over the place and just not what I wanted it to be. And when I've done this in the past, it's helped me really structure my goals and break it down in a way that it's manageable, attainable, and also fun in the process. So to begin with, we're gonna start by just brainstorming ideas. So I have here a journal that just has a blank page in it, and I just went to the dollar store, bought some pens, colored pens, because it honestly makes it a lot more motivating if you have some cute colors to use. You could also divide this into your categories if you want to use the colors like that. But to brainstorm some ideas, I like to break it down into categories in general. So some things to consider are going to be health, obviously, is a huge one. Considering your exercise, but also nutrition and mental health as well. Please do not forget that part. Another thing is your personal development. So just your goals in general. What are you working towards? So for me, a lot of that has to do with learning languages, but also in my career. Your career is another thing. So I'm a teacher and there's some certifications I want to get in the year that's to come. Also just in terms of your relationships, and that doesn't have to be anything like dating per se, but just relationships with friends and anything. How do you want to foster those in the new year? If you are spiritual or religious, anything related to that, and obviously fun, like things that you enjoy doing. How are you going to bring more of that into the new year? And maybe traveling is in there. For me, I know I definitely want that to be there. So right now, what I want you to do is just get out a piece of paper and just kind of brain vomit. Let it all go, whatever you are thinking, and don't hold back, because you can always, get rid of things. You can always move things around. And right now, I also just want you to think in general of the 3 different ways we're going to be doing it. So think about what are your big yearly goals, and then what are your goals in terms of reaching those yearly goals. We're going to be breaking it down into monthly, weekly, and daily. So just so you have that in the back of your mind, but for right now, really, you're just going to brainstorm anything you can think about, things you want to do more of, things you want to leave behind. Think about those things as well, any habits you want to get rid of. And yeah, so I'm going to time-lapse myself doing it. This would be a great time to just pause and get all your ideas. Alright, so these pens were really not it, but I wanted to kind of take you through each of mine really fast. So here you can see for my health, I have my lifting goal, which is just lift 2 to 3 times a week. You know what? Thinking now, I'm probably gonna add like specifics about weights, like deadlifts, squats, hip thrusts, specific measurements that I wanna hit. Pull, I wanna join a membership so that I can go at least once a week. Yoga and stretching, you see how these are just really general, like we're going to break it down and get more specific, but I want to make sure that I stretch daily, and yoga, ideally once a week, but we'll see. And same thing with foam roll and massage gun. You can see this year I really want to prioritize my recovery. Oh my gosh, I didn't even write running. So as you can see, I'm going to be editing this and adding even more. And sometimes, as you look at things, you realize, oh, I forgot this, so I have. In terms of my health this year, I'm really trying not to be very specific about it. At this point, I have a pretty good knowledge of what I need in nutrition. So just to try new recipes in new restaurants, again, gonna get a little bit more specific as we do the next step. And my mental health, part of it is journaling and therapy. I started therapy last year and then I stopped because I really like the therapist and I never gave it another chance. So I want to try that again. Personal development, budgeting was one that I forgot and I added it right in there. So I've been doing that this year and it's really helped me just to see where I'm at every month, and I want to keep doing that. Be fluent in Spanish, so now that I live here, that definitely helps me and I want to keep practicing that. But while I'm doing that, I also want to learn Italian. And again, we're going to break down specific things I can do to help me get there. And then for my school, I want to get ESOL and special ed certified. Relationships, I want to make sure that I'm prioritizing relationships. Really, this entire year is really going to be about, as you can see, creating experiences over money. So I want to make sure I call my friends and families at least weekly. I also want to try and make friends here. That's something that's been really, really hard and heavy here. So I'm hoping that I can do that, and maybe with joining Pole, that will be easier. And going on more dates with Anthony, because when you're dating somebody for a while, you kind of just get comfortable and don't want to go out, but I really think it helps us when we do treat ourselves and go out. For my spiritual, I want to make sure that I go to church every week, and if I can't, then listening to a podcast, that I'm praying daily. And then my journal that I bought also is kind of a prayer journal, so that's why I've added that there too. And one of my goals is to join a church group, which I'm really nervous about, and I've always thought about it. You know, most churches have them, and I've always stood back, but again, new year, new possibilities. That's one of my goals. For fun, I want to travel monthly and like go somewhere new bi-weekly. That's kind of like a little bit more general, but just really explore is that fun part. And then I remembered, oh my gosh, books, read 40 books. So this is what I have so far, but I will be adding. Alright, so it is a few days later because the truth is I wanted to make sure that I had some good markers to go. So in this step, if you really want to make your goals stick, I highly recommend getting some white pieces of paper that hopefully, ideally, you can laminate, because once you laminate them, what we're going to do is we're going to make check boxes. Check. Sounds weird, but whatever. We're gonna make check boxes where you can put checks in. So this way, as you accomplish those goals, especially for your daily, weekly, monthly goals, you can go back, but you can use a dry erase marker and then erase them. So, white paper, your favorite colored markers. These were the best I had in my classroom right now. Not my favorite, but it'll do. And then the notes that we just took. So what you're gonna do, and I'm gonna time lapse some of this, is you're going to make a page for your yearly goals, like your big ones, a half page, I'm thinking, again, I have to kind of visually see, half page for weekly, half page for monthly, and a page for your daily goals. So you're just gonna start by, at the top, writing those things. So daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. Let's do it. All we have here are our 3 pieces of paper. I think this year, in the past I used to alternate the colors, but I think this year I'm gonna keep my daily all pink, my weekly all blue, and monthly blue. And I also, look, I put yearly and then I was like, no, 2023 sounds so much better. I might also decide to redo weekly and put weekly dash monthly, or I'm gonna break it up weekly here, monthly. It depends really. What I should have done a little bit more of first is to think about the realistic expectations of how often I'm going to do the things that I want to do. So, but I think we're still going to stick with weekly and monthly, thinking really quickly about working out. But yeah, so let's get to the next step. All right, next step. This is where we get into the fun stuff. We're basically taking everything here and we're breaking it down into one of these 3 categories. So we'll take my first one, which is my health category: running, lifting, pole dancing, yoga, stretching, foam roll, massage gun. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, what are my big ones? So for example, 2023 goals. Oof, do I want to put a half marathon on it? You know what? Sure, let's do it. The worst that can happen is you don't do it. You know what I mean? And it happens in life. But the more you write it down, I'm gonna hang these on my wall. I'll see it all the time. More likely it will be. So, a little box. Run. Oh yeah, it's in the universe now. Now to run a half marathon. I'm not gonna do, that's not a daily goal, but that's gonna be a weekly, and it's not gonna be monthly either. That's a weekly goal. Run at least once a week. I'm gonna phrase it. Run every week. This way I have my box and what I want to do. So for running, honestly, and then I'm gonna put a little check once I've kind of gone through this one. I had said run 2 times a week. Not realistic. We'll do 1. Because that's something that I can accomplish, and if I do 2, I can literally, especially if I have my whiteboard marker, just, yeah. All right, lifting. I think also, since with lifting, I want to do 2 times a week, because that's something that I know I can do, and then if I do more than that, even better. All right. Which that is 100% something that I am capable of doing. And then in my 2023 goals, this is where I'm gonna put my squat, dead, and hip thrust weights that I want to accomplish. Okay, but I decided, because again, I don't know my 1 rep maxes. I'd rather start the year, see where I'm at, and then set my specific weights. So I left them blank for now, which I can go back and fill in. Pole dance is kind of, I think that'll go in my weekly as well. Pole dance. So now I've done that. Yoga and stretching. So what I'm gonna do is yoga will go in weekly and daily. Stretching, finally a daily one. I'm gonna show you guys what I have. All right, we're still in the health category. We're on to nutrition and then mental health. So I've got recipes, restaurants, journaling, and therapy. So journaling right away, that is something that I want to do daily. So I'm gonna put that right under stretching. Journal. And I'm debating with therapy because I kind of want to put it as a big, just general goal. But I also really know if I want to actually do it, I should have it in a weekly goal. I'm gonna check it for now. I'm gonna put it in my 2023 because it's something I want to prioritize. So, you know, if this is something that I have to see daily, I'm gonna be wanting to do it. But really, if you have something like me where it's like your therapy and you're like, I know I should do it, but if I put it there, I know I won't do it. That should be something that is on there. I'm thinking I'm gonna put in a monthly goal. Alright, so we got journal, therapy, recipes, and restaurants. These I'm also gonna put in monthly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start midway through my weekly goals page. I'm gonna start on the monthly goals. And the good thing is you can always cut these. So whatever length they are, they are. Here we go, therapy. This feels good. Because that's something that I know I can do at a minimum. And I wanna do 2 new recipes. I don't think I can commit to a new recipe every week, but 2 every month, yeah, I probably should have done 1 a month. It's fine. It's fine. Again, I can always do 1 with my little whiteboard marker and the other one no, so it's fine. Budgeting, that's gonna go in weekly. Okay, so fluent in Spanish, that is a big 2023 goal, but then I can break that down. So I'm gonna have to be fluent in Spanish. I wanna learn Italian. So this is where we're gonna have to get specific. How am I gonna do that? Duolingo. Okay, Duolingo's not the end all be all, but that's a really good one to put in your daily. If you don't already do Duolingo, well, today's your day, and make sure you tell me so I can add you. Duolingo, but also what I'm gonna put in my weekly is to do a language coaching call, because doing a call every week, really, like on italki, there's a bunch of different websites that you could do them on. Now for me, I probably should commit to an actual call. Since I've moved here, I have not done one every week, but over the summer I did a language sprint through Lingoda was the company, and that's phenomenal because you are on a call basically every day and you have to talk the language. So if you want to learn to speak a language fast, recommend using Lingoda. So language call. I am out of space for my weekly. That's okay. The thing is I could always go and do them again at the end. After I finish this category, then I'm gonna show you guys. All right, 2 more things in my yearly ones. So I'm gonna put ESL certification, teaching English as a second language, and my special education certification. That's what I got my master's in, second language special ed, but to technically get certified, you have to take a test, and I never did it. So I'm gonna do that, and I feel like there's one more thing that went along with that. ESOL special ed. Oh, New Jersey licensure certified. But if I do those 2 things, this is fine. I'm gonna again show you guys where I'm at. This is what we've got so far. Looking so cute though. I am really loving how these are looking. So I'm excited. All right, the next one is our relationships category. So this is my call friends and family. Making friends. Yeah, making friends here since I live in Puerto Rico now. Going on dates and just prioritizing experiences over money. So Thinking of how to best sort this is going to be, I think daily, what I could do is check in on a friend. That doesn't mean I necessarily need to call, but let's do that daily. Check in on a friend. Basically text a friend, which I do anyways. So, but having it there will make me more likely to think of people that maybe I don't text on a daily basis. I'm gonna put it in monthly only because I ran out of room. But I would probably put call a friend in my weekly goals, but I'm just gonna put it in monthly. Call friends. And last one, prioritizing friendships in general. Alright, so I just did prioritize friendships, right, and my dates. So again, I'd probably want to put that in weekly, but it's fine. We will just do that in our monthly. I'm already so much more excited for 2023 than I was for 2022. All right, this. Check. Spiritual, because church is gonna go in a weekly, but that's fine. I can still make it look cute. And I'm gonna put it next to my yoga because my yoga is short. So I'm just gonna put my church, and that's just quick church. Pray daily. So journal. So I already have my journal, which is gonna be a prayer journal, but also praying. And if I don't, I think I should do that right now. And pray daily and journal. For my daily, I'm just gonna leave movement in general because I don't want to specify any sort of workout because I like to change things up. So I'm just gonna put movement and whatever that means for my body so that I'm not sitting around all day doing nothing. Movement. I also want to go over to my 2023 goals. One of my big goals is to join like my church community. So that's just in general. Maybe that will become a weekly or monthly thing if there's, things I need to do. Or not need to, but want to do. Yay! Oh, I'm so excited. We're at the end. All right, so I have my last ones are really my books and traveling. So let's do daily is going to be read. And let's do monthly, like 2 books. Oh, this will be perfect. This page is gonna be full, my weekly and monthly. 2023. I could put my big goal is read 40 books. So yeah, why not? Let's put it on there. This way we're almost filling up, but you see how reading those 40 books, I'm breaking it down into every day I need to read. By the month I should have 2 books. That math is not mathing. All right, we're gonna change that to 3 books. 3 books, because if I don't read 2. Now I put 2 because it's something that I know I can do, but I know I can also do 3. So read 3 books, it's fine. And the last one then is traveling. And that's fine. I'm gonna put it in my weekly because to me, traveling doesn't mean that I have to go on a plane or anything. But sorry, Skate, I should have put explore. So again, if I decide to redo them, I would change in my weekly goals the word to explore versus travel. Explore could mean anything. And in my big one, 2023 goals, I'm just gonna put travel. So that's my reminder to just seize the opportunities as they come. I'm starting the year by going to Loom with my friends, which I just planned like 2 weeks ago, and the new year is here, but they were going and they didn't think I'd be able to go because of school, but my school this year has a really long break, so I decided moving into this new year, that's what I want to do. And a new tattoo. Do I want to put that on mine? No, we're not gonna do, there is a little spot. Let's do it. We're gonna do it. Tattoo. It's official. All right. I'm gonna show you guys the final thing, but I'm really happy. I'm just gonna review everything weekly and 2023 daily. I just need to review, think if there's anything, and I could always add to it. Otherwise, I'm gonna laminate them, I'm gonna hang them, and overall, I hope that this was helpful to you. Let me know if you try it out, and let me know how it goes if you decide to do it and you want to take pictures or anything, post them. Make sure to send them to me or tag me at becca.k.fitness on Instagram. So hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I hope that this can be helpful and motivating to you as we move into the Here they are, my final products. I hope that they can be some inspiration to you. Feel free to pause, look at mine, and good luck. Let me know how it goes.